Welcome to the Raise Your Energy podcast. My name is Linda Lange and I'm your host and energy expert. This is an episode to inspire you and to remove a veil that you're currently having so you see something different, you see it from a different perspective. This is not about giving you just a solution to a problem that you're having, but rather the discovery of this knowledge is the solution. This is life-changing stuff that we're going to talk about today. I want you to wake up from your current state of being and for you to see another possibility. A possibility that is going to change your life. And then it's going to be up to you what you do with it. You can either fall asleep again and completely ignore what you're hearing today, or you can realize the potential that this information is giving you to change your life. It's your choice. Have you ever thought about what a belief actually is? If I would ask you to describe to me what a belief is or how they get created, could you describe it to me? And don't worry if you can't. It's actually much more simple than you might think. But when it comes down to it, a belief is just a thought you keep thinking. That's it. Let me say that again. A belief is just a thought you keep thinking. The whole world is made up out of beliefs. Nearly everything is actually just a belief and not a fact. There are particular physical laws, like the law of gravity, that are actual facts. But nearly everything we believe to be true is just a belief. Lots of our beliefs are created in our childhood. And why is that? When we are young, we don't yet have that fully formed analytical mind that we have as adults. So all information, all data that we encounter goes straight into our subconscious mind and creates all kinds of beliefs in there. But there are tons of beliefs that we create and program into our subconscious minds, even as adults, on a daily basis. And don't get me wrong. There is nothing wrong with creating beliefs if they are the right ones. They make our life easier. We don't need to keep thinking about everything new again if we have turned a belief into a subconscious program that can help us be quicker and keep more energy in our lives. So beliefs are kind of time and energy savers that are necessary for us to actually live our lives. But there are obviously as well beliefs that can hold us back. Often we have beliefs that are standing in our way of our dreams. Beliefs can limit our potential and stop us from achieving our goals and our vision. Sometimes you already know that you have certain beliefs that you want to let go of to achieve your goal. But most of the times, there are beliefs in our subconscious mind that we are not even aware of that are standing in our way to achieve those goals. You might have heard me say this before. 5% of our mind is conscious and 95% of our mind is unconscious. So who do you think is ruling our life? The conscious mind or more the unconscious mind, right? So would it not be important to know what kind of beliefs are buried in those 95% of the subconscious mind? Especially if we want to change something in our lives, we want to make sure that there are not some buried beliefs that are standing in our way. If you're not aware of that knowledge that I just shared with you, that light bulb moment, that beliefs are just thoughts that we keep thinking and that they are programmed in our subconscious mind, then you can easily self-sabotage any of your efforts without even knowing it through that unconscious programming. Just imagine that you would like to receive a pay increase or want a promotion that gives you a pay bump. But you have money beliefs in your subconscious mind that will not support you earning more money. Or you're struggling to lose weight and you're wondering why you can't because you're doing everything correctly in this 3D world. Well, you probably have beliefs in your subconscious mind that won't allow your body to lose those extra kilos. Do you see how you can spend a lot of time, energy, and sweat in your life, in your 3D world, and go nowhere because there are beliefs inside of you that won't allow you to ever get there? Does that make sense to you? In other words, you could say that what you believe, you become. If you believe something to be true or a fact, it influences your every choice, your actions, and all of your behaviors. So you behave in a certain way, and over time, you become that person who fully believes that belief to be a fact. It has literally become part of your personality. You don't think that thought anymore consciously with your awake and aware mind. It's an automatic program that runs in the background, so you don't ever have to look at it again. Sounds scary, right? Well, it is kind of once we become aware of it. But do you see already the potential that this gives you knowing about it? And it's even not just about what you have already programmed in your subconscious mind as a belief. What about new beliefs that you keep creating on a daily basis? Who do you just believe? Your doctor, your boss, your parent, your partner, or maybe even something more subtle but even more powerful, like the news channel, the radio station you're listening to while you're driving to work, the company newsletter, certain people you follow on social media, articles that just show up in your newsfeed on your phone. Take a second and reflect on whom you just blindly believe. What information gets into your subconscious mind on a daily basis and you take it for a fact and you just let it in? Again, I'm not saying there is something wrong with believing or creating new beliefs. I just want you to become aware that what you believe is who you become. So would it not make sense to be more selective of the things that you just take for a fact? To be more selective of what kind of information you let into your subconscious mind, and that becomes a part of who you are, maybe even for the rest of your life. You know, nobody ever sees reality for what it truly is. We, all of us humans, see reality for who we are. Because the different beliefs we take on, they create a perception inside of us. And when we look at the world, we see the world through the lens of that perception. So you look at what is real, and then your subconscious mind goes and adds a layer over that reality based on all the perceptions that you have inside of you and created over the length of your life. And that will create the reality that you see and that you perceive. Another person can look at the same experience, at the same reality, and will create a different reality through the lens of their perception, of all of the things that they believe in on that. And they create a different reality from you. When I started to understand all of that, well, first of all, mind blowing, right? I realized as well that much of my life I was living as a victim, as a bystander, as a puppet that let different people, different institutions and structures pull their strings. That's when I woke up and realized that I wanted to pull my own strings. I want to be more the creator in my life and less the victim in my life. I always say to my clients that for the first half of my life, it feels like I just filled up the basement being my subconscious mind, with all of that junk that I never really fully looked at and made a decision if I actually wanted to have it there. And now, in the second half of my life, my mission seems to be to declutter all of this, to look at all of the corners of my basement and see what is actually in there and throw out what I don't want anymore. Because I want my basement back. I want to know what is lurking behind that cupboard or what is buried in those boxes over there. I want to make sure that I chuck out as much crap as I can. I have started doing this work now for a couple of years, and it has changed my life so much that I don't even know my former self anymore. It's magical. Was it difficult at the beginning? Hell yes, but that did not stop me from doing it. Once I know and understand all of this, I know there is not really a way back to not knowing it anymore and just ignoring the facts. The only way for me is through. And it gets easier and things come out of the woodwork quicker and more often because I get better at listening and dealing with it. And don't be scared of it. This is something I mentioned before. The subconscious mind is so protective of you, of your physical form, your mental form, and your spiritual form, that it will just hand you a box to open and declutter that you're ready to declutter. It won't let you see and experience deeply buried boxes if you are just not ready to open them. So please, please, please don't be scared of this kind of deep work. It's magical. It's transformational, and it is so worth it. Like I said in the introduction, this is not an episode where I tell you what to do next. This is already a life-changing moment if you allow this to be a life-changing moment for you. So I just want you to sit with this, and all I want you to do is make up your mind. Either you accept this realization and decide to do something with it and become the creator of your life and less the victim of your life, or you don't, because you think you're not ready, or that this is too hard, or that this is not the truth, or it doesn't apply to you. Then don't let me hold you up and we say goodbye at this point. No hard feelings. But if you're completely sold and this message has clicked inside of you big time, and you are like me, kind of an action taker, then I will give you a few powerful questions that you can use to start discovering your hidden limiting beliefs. So let me share with you 3 powerful questions that you can use. What do I believe to be true about this? And this being your topic, your change that you want to create, or a situation that you would like to be different in your life. So, what do I believe to be true about this? What are my beliefs that are standing in the way of my dream, my vision, my goal? And what have I heard before about this that could be buried in my subconscious mind as a belief or a subconscious program? These are 3 powerful questions that you can journal on to discover your limiting beliefs. But of course, just if you want to. I know this is kind of deep work, and you might want to have some help with this. Waking up to all of this can be a bit overwhelming at the beginning. That's why I teach the most powerful program that gives you all of the knowledge and all of the tools to put this all into practice and to become the creator in your life. My mission is to help every person who is ready to wake up and take back the strings in their lives. Take this as a sign, take this as a message that you are ready to wake up to this new perspective of how you can create and live a much more fulfilled life. Come and join us in the Change Your Mind and Create New Results program, where I will support you and guide you in this process. I will be there for you for 3 months on becoming the creator of your life. And the only person then pulling your strings is going to be you. Check out all the information and how to enroll underneath the video. Thank you so much for watching this episode. If you liked it and you learned a lot from it, which I hope you did, let me know in the comments below or give me a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. And with that, I love you and leave you. Talk soon and bye-bye.